Well, Amazon is planning to replace 600,000 warehouse jobs by the year 2033. Instead, they're going to use AI to help cover some of those roles. Joining us now to talk more about this topic is the CEO and president of AI Square, Darren Kimura. Thanks so much for your time.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So what are your thoughts on Amazon replacing 600,000 jobs with AI by the year 2033, and how could this impact the workforce going forward?
Yeah, I mean, Amazon, like all major companies, are leaning into robotics and artificial intelligence. I think that headline in particular maybe is a little bit misleading, because what they were talking about in that particular case is their current expectation to double their growth by 2033, and the amount of jobs that would have otherwise been used. And of course, now with the implementation of robotics and AI, those jobs that wouldn't have to be hired. So it's more of jobs not hired for the future.
So with this new, inventions as AI continues to advance, it's
more of jobs not hired and been used. And of course, now with the implementation of robotics and AI, those jobs that wouldn't have to be hired. So it's more of jobs not hired for the future.
Okay. I wanted to kind of rewind it for a little bit, because as I'm listening to him talk, you see the number, and the number is diabolical. I just have to be candid about that. Obviously, when you think about 600,000 jobs, even 30,000 jobs, 3,000 jobs is too much, right? So if you've watched any of my videos, guys, you know I have been warning you of this. I have been talking about this for months, right? And my biggest takeaway that I see automatically is, yes, there is going to be a lot of disruptions with AI, but now is not the time to put your head in the sand like you're an ostrich or something and you don't see what's going on. If you're in, no matter what industry you're in, you're going to be affected by this AI transformation. Now, with that being said, I do believe a lot of companies are getting ahead of themselves, meaning that they don't even have the proper infrastructure in place, the data centers, the capacity to even run AI at the level that they're talking about. So a lot of this stuff is kind of pie in the sky right now. But if you have a big player like this, like Amazon, it can be Apple, Facebook, any of these people, they are typically what I call the tone setters. So whatever they do, it sort of trickles down in other people, other companies who is not as big, not as popular, but also still have infrastructure in place too. So I want to shift the conversation on my channel, on the community that we're building, away from doom and gloom, what's happening, to actionable steps and what we're actually going to do, and put ourselves in positions to not be affected, or at the very least minimize the effect that we're going to have. Now, before I play a little bit more, the first thing is, obviously, it goes without saying, you need to, let me take that back. If you want to stay ahead, because I know some of you don't, right? If you want to stay ahead, if you want to put yourself in a position to where you can take advantage of these opportunities, the number one thing you need to do first is find out, how does AI work in the first place? How does it work? What is the difference, right, between agentic AI and generative AI? Okay. How can I use AI in my current position right now? And maybe more importantly, is how can I position myself so that the opportunities that are coming, I can be competitive to get one of those. There's going to be a lot of money lost, yes, but there's also going to be a lot of money gained. And those people who understand how to work AI, I believe those are the people who are going to replace a lot of the jobs that they're talking about. Not AI, because there are certain positions to where you still need a human oversight with it. And most things you still need human input. But I'm talking about, if you don't want to be replaced, if you don't want to be obsolete, if you want to make the biggest bags possible, really 6 months was the time to get started. But today, whenever you're watching this, whether or not it's 2 months, 3 months, a year from now, whenever you see this video, because I'm hoping that these things that I tell you live on forever, and that you can use it and you can come back to it and reference it, guys. Now is the time to learn. There's free classes with Harvard, Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, Pluralsight, Udemy. I can keep going on and on and on. Learn how to work AI. Learn how AI is seeking you get ahead of your position you have right now, and also learn how it's going to be potentially implemented in the jobs you want to work. That's how you're going to stay competitive. Let's play a little bit more.
So with this new, I guess, inventions as AI continues to advance, what do you think that this will mean for the future of manufacturing, especially when it comes to some of those warehouse and deskless roles?
Absolutely. The future is going to be more robotics and AI for sure. I mean, robots don't stop. They don't call in sick. They're working 24/7. So we as humans need to upskill ourselves and get into a situation where we're now being able to develop and maintain these robots, write software code, maintain sensors throughout the facilities that are out there. So this is our opportunity to up-level our own skills.
If somebody is looking to up-level their skills.
I just said that, and I'm gonna let him finish because now he's about to talk to you about how you can up-level your skills. Guys, I did not watch this video prior to. I'm reacting with you in real time. This is my first time watching this, okay? I just literally clicked on the link today, and a few minutes ago before I hit record on my camera, I just said that, okay? So he's going to talk to you a little bit about how do you gain these skills. But what I want to tell you is to piggyback off of what he's about to say, I think it starts in your mindset first. You must get away from being afraid of change and being hesitant to get started. It doesn't matter where you start. I don't give a damn how much you think you don't know. I don't care how much you believe. If you believe you're not a computer person, whatever the case may be, me personally, I had a real big problem with math. I had to get over it. I did Khan Academy. I did some LinkedIn learning. I went and got some books from the library. Heck, if you don't have a library card, you're sleeping, guys. Now is the time. There are going to be more millionaires, I believe, and this is my prediction. There's going to be more millionaires made, within the next 10 to 15 years than any time in the history of America. I'm going to say that one more time. There's going to be more millionaires, new minted millionaires made in the next 10 to 15 years than any time in America. And your boy going to be one of them. And I hope you want to join me too. I already know I'm going to be a multimillionaire. It's no question about it. No question.
What are some of the ways that they should be doing that to kind of protect their job futures?
Yeah, I mean, it could be as simple as watching TikTok shorts and YouTube videos on things like robotics and artificial intelligence, getting smarter on these systems. But then it could even be leaning even further into things like advanced education, going back to school, taking night classes, going for professional and advanced degrees in everything AI. I think this is the future, and it's our opportunity to do this.
Well, clearly AI is not going.
Boom. Should I be a CEO at this point? I mean, I'm right on point with it. Like, should I don't know. At this point, guys, should I be David, the CEO Yeti at this point? Like, I've been procrastinating, not procrastination. Is that the right word? Tell me in the comment section. What's the word means when you prognosticate? We're going to figure it out. I'll see y'all in the next video.